Fox hunting protesters and supporters clashed on the streets today as more than 250 hunts met for the annual Boxing Day event after Theresa May turned over plans for a vote on scrapping the ban.
Tempers flared at the Tredegar farmers' hunt in Bosaleg, near Newport, Wales, as the two groups squared up to each other and the police had to intervene in a bid to defuse the situation. Former UKIP leader Nigel Farage was seen laughing while he made his way to the Hun meeting point in Chiddingstone Castle, Kent.
Meanwhile, hundreds of people lined the streets in Eltham in Kent and Ledbury in Herefordshire to watch the men and women, wearing their hunting pink, parade through the villages before taking part in the hunt.
It comes as Mrs May is set to abandon her Conservative general election manifesto pledge to give MPs a free vote on whether to overturn the fox hunting ban.
Suffolk police also confirmed that they are investigating allegations a fox was killed illegally at the hunt.
They were called to attend at around 2 p.m. on Tuesday.
The force received reports a fox had been killed during the clashes between observers and members of the hunt.
Images posted on social media purported to show the dead animal.
No arrests have been made, but officers are gathering evidence and police are appealing for witnesses, or anyone who has video footage of the incident, to come forward.
Suffolk police said in a statement, officers from Suffolk's rural crime team were called to attend the Great Thurlow Hunt.
As a result of an incident between the hunt and hunt observers, officers are currently investigating allegations of offences committed under the Hunting Act 2004.
Police are asking anyone who may have witnessed the incident or have any evidence such as video footage, to contact the rural crime team at Suffolk Police on 101.
The Hunting Act was introduced by the Labour Party in 2004, which outlawed the hunting of animals including foxes and deer with dogs.
A recent survey found 85% do not think hunting should be made legal again, and Mrs May is set to announce next year that she will not go ahead with the vote.
It comes as the Countryside Alliance said hunting was younger and more diverse than it had ever been.
A survey of registered hunts showed more women and young people were taking part in legal hunts such as trail hunting than 10 years ago.
Baroness Anne Malalou, president of the Countryside Alliance, said the hunting ban has little to do with animals or their welfare, adding the anti-hunting lobby is about a hatred of people.
But polling for the League Against Cruel Sports showed continued widespread opposition to repealing the Hunting Act.
Hunting returned to the headlines during the snap general election, when Mrs May promised a free vote on repealing the ban, to the consternation of campaigners, but failed to win a parliamentary majority.
But according to the Sunday Times, she will announce plans to permanently drop the commitment to a House of Commons vote, in a move which would risk infuriating rural Tories.
A Downing Street source described the report as pure speculation, but reiterated the government's position: there is no vote that could change the current policy on fox hunting scheduled in this session of Parliament, which ends in 2019.
Baroness Malalou wrote in The Telegraph, "There can be no logical justification for such a ridiculous law, so what was the real motivation for the ban?"
If that was not already obvious, the admission of one MP, as soon as the law was passed, that it was class vert, and the subsequent continuing campaigns against hunts that are no longer hunting foxes, can leave only one conclusion.
The anti-hunting movement is not really about the welfare of animals, it is about a hatred of people, and so it continues its obsessive pursuit of hunts.
The National Trust has brought in new measures for licensing legal hunts on its land, including forbidding laying fox-based scents which can lead to foxes being accidentally hunted.
The Countryside Alliance said a survey of hunts found 70% of hunts had more women hunting and 54% had more young people than they did 10 years ago.
More than 94% of hunts had members in every age category, while 3/4 of hunts, 74%, had at least one female master of foxhounds, the organization said. Countryside Alliance's head of hunting, Polly Portwin, said, "Hunting has always been the most accessible of activities and these figures show exactly how diverse it is."
There is certainly more equality in the hunting field than in most walks of life.
Many hunts now have more female subscribers than men, and it is wonderful to see new generations taking up hunting. The future of hunting is secure when so many young people are joining the hunting field. A survey of 2003 people by Ipsos Mori for the League Against Cruel Sports found that 85% did not think fox hunting should be made legal again, while opposition to legalizing deer hunting stood at 87%, and hare hunting and coursing at 90%.
Opposition to legalizing fox hunting had risen from 73% in 2008 to 85% this year, the animal welfare organization said. Director of Policy, Communications and Campaigns for the League Against Cruel Sports Chris Loffingham criticized the portrayal of Boxing Day hunts as a celebration of a great tradition with huge public support.
And he said, with 85% of the public saying they do not want fox hunting made legal again, there has never been a better time to strengthen the Hunting Act and bring an end to the illegal persecution of wildlife still going on under the guise of trail hunting.
League Against Cruel Sports Chief Executive Eduardo Gonçalves said, "It's nearly 2018, not 1818, so it's a little strange we're celebrating because a government has renounced fox hunting."
But yet, this is still good news.
There's been a shift this year, as the government has realized quite how important it is to recognize the compassionate nature of the British public.
The cynical will say that this statement won't hold in the future when the pro-hunting lobby exerts its influence once more, so we shall have to see if an anti-hunting stance is indeed the future of the Conservative Party, or a tactical move at a politically sensitive time.